Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 7 Premium British cruiser, Belfast. She has 38,500 health, a top speed of 34.1 knots, 12 152mm guns, 8 secondary guns, a surface detect of 8.7 kilometers, and 55 AA defense rating. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main armament, improved aiming accuracy, reduce the chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, concealment. For my commander, basic survivability, faster torpedo rearm, superintendent, survivability expert, and concealment again. We are on the map Shards, and this is my generic British cruiser commander. Don't take faster torpedo rearm, obviously, in the Belfast. This is not the variant. I believe the Belfast had torpedoes, and this is the variant that they introduced after the war. Don't get torpedo rearm. If you have a dedicated Belfast commander, which you shouldn't, you should have a dedicated normal ship commander, and then sub in for your premium so you can level them up. There's a really nice mission going on right now on NA. I assume it might be on EU, or it was, where the commander skill is vastly improved. I think 100%, and then there's another 100%. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is you should level your British commanders in the Belfast if you have it right now. And don't use torpedo rearm if this is the only ship you have for your Brits. Use expert marksman, last stand, something like that for your level 2. So, why the Belfast? Well, my NA brethren have the ability to buy it, and some of them have, some of them haven't, of course. They want to see it. More than one game, more than 2 games. They want to see different scenarios, why it would succeed or fail. So what I decided to do is go for C, and then I came back towards B. Now, I recognize that there's an enemy destroyer trying to capture B, and I'm going to pop my smoke at the edge of an island. This is a general accepted tactic that all British cruisers must learn, but I have the bonus, or the benefit, of having radar as well. So I use it to detect the Benson. And I'm going to engage the Benson. Yes, I have AP loaded. I should have HE loaded. I did not expect to actually check out the Benson. I will try and engage enemy ships. If I can, I get one more salvo, I believe, before radar drops off. He hasn't fired his guns. He should drop immediately, and he does. And we get a little bit of damage, no fire. But maybe the Benson's going to play a little bit more passively. But oh, no, not sir. Look at who we have here. We have an enemy turpets trying to round the island and potentially torpedo me. So I'm backing up. And I have 2 friendly destroyers right next to me. They can send their torpedoes, and I think we're gonna love tap, just a love tap. Fubuki, what are you doing? Fubuki, no, Fubuki. He takes 1 torpedo. Is he gonna survive? Oh, just barely. I don't know what he was seeing. It was very obvious that the turpets wanted to round the island, and the friendlies with torpedoes are taking advantage of it. I am trying to minimize the number of enemies who can engage me and my friendlies. And the turpets is like, oh no, this is bad. This is really bad. He's showing a broadside. I switched to AP, but I don't know that I'll have a chance to finish him off. No, I don't. A enemy Fubuki. Is he going to run into torpedoes? I don't know. I just can't believe he continued sailing that way. He had a chance to just come to a complete stop. He didn't recognize it. Ooh. A British cruiser showing a perfect broadside. I have AP. We should be able to do significant damage. Oh, he angles just in the nick of time. But we can still just wipe him out. I'm trying to get the superstructure because he's angled like that. Oh, come on. One more. He's finished off by the friendlies. If I had HE loaded in that salvo, probably would have killed him. But it's okay to be a little slow on that, I think. Enemy Bayern is out in the open. We want to set him on fire. He's angled away. Perfect position to use HE. This is why I really enjoy the Belfast, because it actually has a choice of ammo. You can use the best ammo for the scenario. Clearly, an angled battleship, you want to use HE and try and set him on fire. Now, we did set him on fire. I don't know if he used his damage control. And yes, he is still under the immunity. So the fire did not stick. And is this going to kill the shot? This would basically be payback for the Leander. Oh, we set him on fire. He is not under the immunity. Is he going to burn down to me? Of course not. Friendly Tashkent gets the kill. That's okay, that's okay. We didn't really deserve it. Now, I did fire outside of smoke. The detection range is at its max. You want to go concealment with all the British cruisers. You want to avoid contact as much as humanly possible. There is no exception. Always go concealment. And it looks like the enemy tried to send the torpedoes. One nice thing about the Belfast is it is very quick to accelerate. That's partially why you cannot use the acceleration module. And we're getting a lot of information by going into B, noticing it's not moving. There is smoke as well. I do have radar. I can use it. I'm not going to use it. I want to see how much I can get from the enemy by them just making a mistake. This enemy Fubuki makes a critical mistake in showing himself, and we get a good amount of damage, 3,000 points of damage. It feels pretty devastating to have HE in a British cruiser setup. Another 3,000 points of damage. It's very effective. I use hydroacoustic, and this is primarily to protect myself from torpedoes, not to detect the enemy destroyers that are clearly there. I've just got to be as careful as I possibly can be while being detected. And I decide to use my radar, and oh goody, we have 2 enemy destroyers. One is the Fubuki trying to retreat. He's got 2 kilometers he has to gain, and he doesn't gain it that quick. We take him out with the first salvo after the fact. And the enemy Benson is pretty unhealthy. Sunlight Princess. Well, you're going to take some HE damage, so there is some sort of yellow-red fire. Sunny. The enemy sent torpedoes. Hydro is perfect for protecting ourselves. Unfortunately, radar is over, and I missed that salvo. I am out in the open, and you do catch sight of me every once in a while checking what the enemy battleship or the enemy cruiser is looking at. That is me deciding whether to use my smoke there or not. I am a little bit aggressive, but that's because I want to maximize my potential in this match. It's still a very close match, right? We need to do as much as we can for our team. Don't ever assume that your team can handle it on their own. I make that mistake all the time and everything. And maybe I could push myself just a little bit harder. But don't. I push it too hard sometimes. I'll freely admit that. So I have AP loaded. I'm not leading the target as much as I need to. Friendly Tashkent is in the area. I would hope that he would make use of my smoke. It looks like he's trying to. And the AP does pretty good damage against a broadside battleship. It's the superstructure. As long as it hits and stays in the superstructure, it's going to do 33% of the damage it's supposed to do. If it ricochets, obviously it does no damage, and that's not good. Most of the enemy is over by A. I'm fairly close to it. I have about 20 seconds left of protection from my smoke, and then I have to move on. And yes, I do try to look around as much as possible, and here comes torpedoes! Okay, well, just make sure you only take one. We only take one for 14,000 points of damage. It causes a flood. The friendly takes torpedoes, unfortunately, as well. And the Amagi's in the area. Remember, I have to leave. Smoke is ending any second now. Any second now, the smoke's going to end. There it ends. And the enemy is destroyed. Good. We are risking the chance of being detected by that Pensacola as I come around the island. Notice my detection did not expand. I was indeed not firing while leaving the smoke. And there is a destroyer somewhere over there. I would love to kill it. I do have radar. Most of the enemy is detected. I don't need to use it. I would like to use it against the destroyer, the clear destroyer, which is now detecting me. It's the only target that could see me, and he must still be right at his last known position. Please make sure you turn on last known position. The gears on the top right corner of the minimap is where you control that. It's critically important that you have that information. And yeah, yes, the Amagi. Oh boy, angle, angle, angle as best as we can. We take 2,500. Seems to be an overpen, and I am, of course, point blank range with this guy. I didn't want to be point blank range with this guy. I would like to leave point blank range with this guy. Ooh, friendly smoke. I can get inside of it. There's about a kilometer between my ship and the auto detection, and he is coming into a world of hurt. The Amagi has a lot of trouble, so I switched to AP, assuming he wants to dodge the torpedoes and show a broadside. Now, you notice where I'm aiming. It's sort of up in the middle of the hull. there is a weak line at the top and also the superstructure. So that's where I'm trying to hit. And the AP does massive damage when you hit that spot on any battleship. That's the weakness of battleships against cruiser AP. I can't really say you would do that in a battleship because you might overpin all the way through, but 152 is not going to overpin if you can hit that specific spot on the hull. Friendly Belfast is working on the Benson. Oh, he misses. Another friendly fires on the enemy Benson. Come on, get around the island. I want to fire on this Benson. Is the friendly going to take him out? The friendly does indeed take him out. And the game is still really close. It can be anyone's game. We just have to play smart. The friendly Pensacola appears to be burning down. Maybe burning down. He's very low. I would like to kill the Miyoko before the Pensacola dies. If we take this guy out, then the Pensacola should be able to live the rest of the match, and that is a clear advantage that we have gained. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I'm trying to elevate the gun, predict the turn. He is also firing on the Pensacola. He's got good angling. He's near my max range. It's going to take a long time for the shell to drop, and I just don't think I'm compensating enough. Is it going to hit him? Oh, just barely touched him. Pensacola gets the kill, and he's still alive. All right. I think we've gotten this in control. I don't see how we lose this match. Of course, the Gneisenau, as I say that, is dying. Right? Yes, Gneisenau, of course. Okay. The game is just a little too close for my comfort. One wrong move. Ooh, the Molotov might die to the turrets. That would be really nice. I'm trying to rush to the edge of this island right in front of us, and I'm going to use my smoke to try and engage any ship that I might run across. Now, I am denying myself scouting information, but I still have radar. And it does look like the Pensacola, at the very least, is being aggressive in trying to assist in protecting the Molotov. Molotov isn't protected. The turret has torpedoes, and he's able to take out the enemy cruiser very quickly. And are we scouting for ourselves? A little hitch in the video record. Interesting. Sorry about that. Enemy Pensacola is about to show his sign, and I think he was detected previously. I don't think I'm the one providing the spotting information. Oh, well, I guess I am. I decide to use my radar because there's no more destroyers, and I want to get this guy's broadside. He is so close. Oh, yeah, he's so close, all right. We earn Confederate. We get a Citadel. And he's probably like, oh crap, there's someone firing on me in smoke. I can't do anything. Friendlies are doing massive damage. Come on. It looks like he's trying to slow down. No, I don't want to overshoot. Don't do it. Don't touch him. I want to get the kill. This might be the last kill in the game. In fact, it will be the last kill. There we go. Pensacola taken out. And the Belfast is just a ship where a precise commander can be the difference. We earned Confederate, 3 kills, 12 fires, 2 base captures, 107,000 points of damage done, over 500,000 credits earned, 2,473 base XP. We had our hands all over this match, and that's what the Belfast is great at. It has so many tools, if you know how to use the consumables, to change the outcome of the match. It is very squishy, it doesn't have any torpedoes, but it's really fun to play. Most of my damage, honestly, it's pretty split. 33,000 HE, 43,000 AP, 29,000 fires. Secondaries did nothing. And just look at all the modifiers that were turned on. 29,000 Commander XP. It's fantastic right now, and I highly recommend you take advantage of it. I hope you enjoyed seeing the Belfast. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.